I am the CEO of an eSIM company. And it's still, I understand how confusing it is for people because eSIM is a concept of like a reprogrammable network identity. That's really what it comes down to is like, can you change the network identity? What people think they're getting and what they actually get is so different sometimes. So because you slap an eSIM logo on something doesn't mean that it's going to actually support what you thought eSIM was built to support, because the standards still preserve like a good amount of carrier autonomy with the approaches to the market. So today you get an eSIM either from like one of the eSIM tech vendors, and that would be like a Thales or an IDEMIA or a Teal or a G&D, one of those kind of names. And then you go out and you build your different operator connections into that. Or you're getting it from a carrier, and a carrier eSIM is not going to do the same things as an eSIM that is yours, right? That you purchased and a platform that you're running. It's also kind of similar to what we were talking about with like, who's the operator? Sometimes people think about like, who's the eSIM operator? It's really like, who is the eSIM management platform? And if it's managed by your MNO or it's managed by somebody not you, you don't get to have a say of what that device is going to do. You don't have as much flexibility. You might be a little less insecure and a little more confident about the chances of like a roaming change in the market affecting how your device works, because you might think that carrier or trust that carrier has your back. But you know, the MNO to 99% of use cases, the solution that's being provided by an MNO or an MVNO for eSIM is not the real expectation of the customer, but they just check in the box of like, oh, it's got an eSIM in it, I can change it. How you're going to be able to change that is where it becomes a pragmatic issue. Like, how can you actually get Verizon to install an AT&T profile into your card? It's never, ever going to happen. And they've even, made that clear.
Choice.
So is eSIM just about freedom? Is it, should we make a movie about it?
Yeah, absolutely. You should have like a painted face and like freedom. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like open internet. I mean, it should be like more of a foundational technology. And some of the new standards do open it up more, because today, why you have this problem of like, you get a chip from somebody and you don't own it really at the end of the day. You can't force Verizon to change anything in your Verizon Global eSIM. You can't force an MVNO to change anything in that MVNO eSIM. It's up to them at the end of the day. The new standard, SGP 32, going to use an acronym there, but the new GSMA standard for eSIM does allow you to change what platform you're managing that eSIM with. So it's going to create a lot more competition. It's going to leave a lot of uncertainty. The EU really doesn't like it right now, which is why it's been delayed a little bit, or not why, but it's one of the reasons. And it's going to create a lot more responsibility on the devices to use the technology appropriately. But the new standard, I think, will make it so that most eSIMs behave the same. It's just, a command to change it to something else instead of being locked into somewhere.
I feel like so much of this is just about education. It seems like the consumer is just not educated enough to know that there's a difference.